Hey everyone, thank you so much for tuning in into another video. So I noticed like us a lot of like signs going around, like people are like, when they say when somebody can't change who you are, they make up a narrative, right? And I know that there's people out there that's trying to like make up that I have this type of mental illness. I'm gonna just say obviously like nobody is perfect, okay? But just because I'm not perfect does not mean that I have a mental illness as far as like crazy or something like that. I'm healthy inside out, okay? I do want to just make this clear that, no one can change who I am, okay? The only person that can change me, and when it comes down to a negative way is myself. Nobody has, that much control over me to even do something like that. I don't know exactly why people are constantly keep on thinking that they can even do something like that. And I want to just make that clear that a lot of things that people are saying about me when it comes down to like sex worker, prostitute, a dancer, again, like I said, I'm not judging, right? But I wanted to make this clear that that's not exactly what I'm doing, okay? I feel like there's so many things on this earth, that could be done. And I feel like people are trying to put me at the bottom of the barrel. And I just want to just say too that I don't even understand why you people, not all of you, but some of you people are keep on thinking about me, okay, in a negative light. And I want to just say, if you don't have anything positive to say about me, just leave it alone. My past, honestly, is not that bad, okay? It's not. Even the fact that I didn't really have all the clarity that I needed in my past. There's certain things that I still didn't do. It doesn't mean that I didn't make a mistake, and certain things, wasn't as clear to me. But I feel like certain people are kind of like pushing it, and they're really making it seem like, oh, I was just really out here bad, and I was just, they talking about bringing up my past. I'm like, yeah, but they don't really know exactly what happened in my past because a lot of people really wasn't really around me like that. Like, for example, you live in a certain place and you like out and about, whatever. And people see you, like they know of you to a certain extent, but like they don't really like know you. It's like they can only assume and say, oh, I just think this person is like this, or I think that person is like that, but it's like they don't really know. Also, if you, for example, go to a whole new country, right? And if you was to go to a new country and nobody really know you in that country, they don't know anything about your past. So they can't say, yeah, in your past, man, you were like this and you did this in your past and this happened, because honestly, they don't know unless you tell them that. Or if Jehovah God was to reveal something to somebody for good or bad, but aside from that, they honestly really wouldn't know. You know what I'm trying to say? So I feel like when people are trying to make it seem like, oh, this was going on and I was doing this, that's why I said again, like honestly, for example, too, a tarot reader, sometimes, like I said, some of them probably mean well, but I feel like I've known that a lot of times tarot readers, they be saying things like, things that, oh, you did this in your past or you were like this, and I'm just thinking to myself, like, well, first of all, I was never a prostitute, okay? I was never a prostitute. I was never, dancing at the strip club. So that's what I'm saying to myself. Like, I don't know exactly why people are constantly keep on saying that. And it's pissing me off because I feel like they're mad even more because what they're saying about me, they don't have any solid proof of what they're saying. So, like, now they really want me to live a certain type of way because it's going to make them look good. But at the same time, they also realize that they can't, get my energy. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, if I'm not doing a certain type of thing or if I'm cutting these people off, they don't have any type of, what's what I'm looking for? Like, they don't have nothing to go off, right? You know what I'm trying to say? It's like a beehive with no honey. A bee, the bees, they can't do nothing with that. You understand what I'm trying to say? It's like they can't, do anything because it's nothing to like latch onto. So I feel like because I'm not giving them no energy or because I'm not conforming to whatever they made up in their mind, it's like trolling a little bit. Like for example, say, you have a friend or you've been in a relationship, right? And then say at the same time, it's not like, it's not going anywhere, excuse me, and you're like, I'm about to just, leave, but you kind of like still like, whatever, but you about to soon exit. And then the people that you're around, they probably think that they got like a hold on you or they know like where you like headed your path and what you're gonna do and X, Y, and Z. And then you flip the script and then you pretty much like go down a, different path, or you probably like cut those people off. It's like in their mind, they're like, wait a minute, I thought I had a hold of this person. I thought I was gonna be able to, do this and get, this out of this person. But it's like their evil plan never really worked in the end. Therefore, now, it's like getting to the point where it's just like certain types of people or whatever have you, they started to realize like they pretty much was like judging me without actually really getting to know me. You understand what I'm trying to say? And I tell people this all the time because I've had people tell me like, for example, like even if it's like a job opportunity, but I also get my commission, but I'm helping people out and my intentions is pure. They're like, oh, I never thought you were the type of person to help people out. I'm like, well, what do you mean? Like, why would you think so negatively of me? You're thinking of me in a negative type of light. Like people already thinking of me badly or assuming the worst about me before they even truly get to know me. And those types of people, I don't want to hear what they got to say either. If you already judging me with, before you actually get to know me on a deeper level, you was already against me. It just took the right time for somebody to make up a lie about me for you to agree on, but you was already against me. You never cared about me like that. You never liked me. Like you never did. You know what I'm trying to say? But just because, these lies are being told about me does not mean that they're true. It's just, I just want people to realize that because a lot of people that don't know me and if they hear lies about me, they could just, hear it and just run with it. But like I said probably before, it's just like they don't know me like that. They never will because like I said, they was already against me. They already wanted to look me up and down. They want to try to make me feel like, I'm the bad guy, I'm the bad fruit. But essentially, I'm probably like the realest one on the team. We never had to be against each other. We never had to have beef. Why is there all these lies, put on me? I understand, a part of, me being one of God's people and it happens, a form of persecution, I get it, but sometimes it has nothing to do with that. Just people want to just be evil, and they want to spread lies about me because, like I said, they don't have anything else to do and they want people to believe it because, like I said, they don't like me. So just be aware of that. Like, a lot of people, do the judging without getting to know somebody, realizing that people can see me from a physical sense, but they can't see me in a spiritual sense, okay? They cannot read my heart.